Hey YouTube, Swerve here, and today we'll be going over a couple units that I think you guys should prioritize for future references to help better your account. And with all that being said, make sure you guys subscribe and let's get into the video. First unit we will be looking at today will be Fuswan. She is a quantum character that follows the path of preservation, and I feel like Fuswan is a must summon, must have on any account in Star Rail due to the fact that she does three things at one time. She can boost crit rate, she can heal your team, and she also has amazing sustain, and she also in her skill lets you distribute 65% of the damage you receive back to the enemy. So two or three things I would like to look at today would be her skill, her talent, and one of her bonus abilities. So let's get into it. So due to her skill, let's go over it. Activates Matrix of Prescience, which other team members will distribute 65% of the damage they receive to Fuswan for 3 turns. While affected by Matrix of Prescience, all team members gain the knowledge effect, which increases their respective max HP by 6% of Fuswan's max HP, and increases crit rate by 12%. When Fuswan is knocked down, the Matrix of Prescience will be dispelled. Now, this skill alone is really good because when you read it, it says distribute 65% of the damage to Fuswan. So what that essentially means, if any enemy hits your team, anyone on your team, while you have the skill activated, most of the damage, 65% of that damage will go to Fuswan. Like let's say it hits Sela. Sela won't even take most of that damage. 65% of it is going to Fuswan. So really, Sela is tanking it in a way due to Fuswan's skill. And she also gets her boost and crit rate by 12%. This is why I say this skill, Fuswan, is a must pull unit because she does 3 things at one time. Next, we're going to look at her talent. Let's get into it. So looking at her talent, while Fuswan is still active in battle, Misfortune Avoidance is applied to the entire team. With Misfortune Avoidance, allies take 18% less damage. When Fuswan's current HP falls to 50% of her max HP or less, HP Restore will be triggered for Fuswan, restoring her HP by 90% of the amount of HP she is currently missing. This effect cannot be triggered if she receives a killing blow. This effect has 1 trigger count by default and can hold up to a maximum of 2 trigger counts. Now, it just depends on if your Fuswan is not built correctly or, maxed, or, just have a lot of HP or defense. This talent really comes in handy. I mean, it really, if you just build it right, you won't have to get put in this situation really too many times. But in MOC, this will come in handy. I mean, it is a very broken talent, as you can see. And like I said, if you need to pause and read it, you can. I put it on the screen for you guys to pause and read it. You don't necessarily have to go with me. This is just showing you guys some of the, good factors that these characters can offer to you guys and to your team. And next, we will get into Locha. So let's get into it. Now, Locha is a imaginary unit that follows the path of abundance. Locha is considered a good sustain plus healer / healer, if you want to say. He can cleanse a debuff on the ally. He can remove buffs from all enemies with his ultimate. And his skill also heals off of Locha's attack. So I will show you guys what his abilities do, skill, ultimate, and probably some of the more important things on his kit that we should look at in this video. So let's get into it. So looking at his skill, after using his skill, Locha immediately restores a target ally's HP equal to 60% of Locha's attack plus 800. Meanwhile, Locha gains 1 stack of Abyss Flower when any ally's HP percentage drops to 50% or lower. An effect equivalent to Locha's skill will immediately be triggered and applied to this ally for 1 time. This effect can be triggered again after 2 turns. Now, with all that being said, basically, if you pop his skill, and let's say you're like Dr. Ratio on the screen, let's say he gets below 50%, right? But Locha isn't coming up, or if you're just in a situation where you need to heal that like then and there, Locha will automatically heal. You won't have to use a skill again. You won't have to pop an ultimate again. He will heal you by himself without you having to use any skill point, ultimate, anything, wherever that case may be. So that's basically what that skill means. And now we're going to look at his ultimate, because I feel like his ultimate really isn't really looked at when it comes to his kit, but it really should. So I'm gonna pop it up on the screen right here. So his ultimate removes 1 buff from all enemies and deals all enemies imaginary damage equal to 200% of Locha's attack. At the same time, Locha gains 1 stack of Abyss Flower. So if you know the Mars struck enemies, you know how you will kill them and then they respawn again. If you have Locha and you activate his ultimate, they won't respawn again. So this is why Locha is good for any MOC. If you have any MOC like that we have that has the Mars struck as a enemy boss, anything like that, that ultimate is really good to have on your team because it will probably cause less turns, less damage taken to your team, and things of that nature. So now with all that being said, I feel like that is the most two important things for Locha's kit. If you want to go fully more in Locha's kit, you can go to any website dealing to his kit. I just wanted to make this video really quick, explaining certain skills and ultimates and talents that are really OP for each character that I think plays a big factor in the game for them being sustained, abundance, or anything that you'll need. So next, we will get into Ho-Ho's kit. Let's get into it. So Ho-Ho is a wind type character that follows the path of abundance. Her skill dispels 1 debuff from a single target ally and immediately restores his ally's HP by an amount equal to 21% of Ho-Ho's max HP plus 560. At the same time, restores HP for all allies that are adjacent to this target ally by an amount equal to 16.8% of Ho-Ho's max HP plus 448. Now, with that being said, basically her skill, if you want to heal or cleanse a debuff off one person, I'm just describing it to break it down further for people who just don't understand. Basically, if you will select one of your team members that are inside of a debuff, if you want to cleanse it, you will put it on them. But once Ho-Ho cleanses the debuff for that ally, she heals everybody else on your team. It is not just that ally and gets the debuff rid of them. So that's why Ho-Ho is very versatile and used for different teams. And her ultimate regenerates energy for all allies by an amount equal to 20% of their respective max energy. At the same time, increases their attack by 40% for 2 turns. So Ho-Ho really is a good unit when it comes to being a sustain and a healer at the same time. I mean, who doesn't like an attack boost and you can heal at the same time and you can get rid of debuffs? I mean, that is a combo, trio, whatever, to make your team way better, man. Honestly, I mean, you just can't go wrong with her as a unit. But like I was being said, these 3 units, Locha, Fu-Xuan, and Ho-Ho, all worked in their different ways. But if I was to say, at least try to get Fu-Xuan and Ho-Ho on your account. I mean, Locha is really good still to this day. If you can get Locha, grab him. But honestly, I mean, what Ho-Ho brings to the table is more efficient, more, it's just more all around for your account. I mean, Fu-Xuan is just very amazing. I mean, you just can't beat her skill and her ultimate and her talent. Her whole kit really is good. Plus her light cone. With all that being said, just be on the lookout for a rerun for Fu-Xuan. Can't say it on here because the HSR guys might give me. But with all that being said, I will make a guide whenever Fu-Xuan's rerun gets announced. I will be making a guide on how to build her, how to get the max HP, max defense, what's the best light cone for her. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I really just wanted to go ahead and pump out a video because I haven't posted in like a week. So hopefully you just guys get a general idea of who you want and who would you rather have, what's better for your team. Like I said, try to get Fu-Xuan at least for your account because he can go on any team. Basically like how Ruan May works, he can go on any team. That's how Fu-Xuan works. So with all that being said, man, make sure you guys like, comment anything you guys think I should add more to the videos. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to get to 100 subs. With all that being said, man, it's your boy Swerve, and I'm out. Have a nice one.